Sometimes YouTube homepage only shows videos that are always the same and uninteresting to watch. So I made a video about making poster designs of some fictional man that I want to have. Asabaharu Masa is a character from Zenless Zone Zero, which is a free-to-play action role-playing game developed and published by HoYoverse. He was introduced in version 1.4 as a free playable character. Whenever I see his face, I suddenly become diabetic. I mean, look at him, he looks so silly and dumb. He doesn't like to work and he likes wasting his life. He's just like me. Ignore his backstory though. He's one of the reasons why I'm obsessed with playing this game. The other reason is because of that one furry character named Von Lycon who went viral when it was announced and made people bark furiously. Interestingly enough, that didn't get me interested in playing the game until that silly fuckhead exists. I understand why people call this a gooning game because the male characters are attractive. I can talk about how much I love them and the game itself in less than an hour, but I don't have much time because I have to deal with some bullshit in real life. That's why this video took longer than a normal night with her. By the time I was recording this, the 2.0 update came out and it kept crashing in minutes even playing with low performance settings. I hope they will fix it soon. Anyway, I just came back playing Cookie Run Kingdom after 3 years and I find it more fun than Let's start off by doing some bullshit in Photoshop. I took a few frames from his character demo video and let me just say when they zoom his flat chest in, I know I was screwed. Here's the thing, I thought making posters of video game characters will be easy until I realized that I have to come up with original ideas. That's the main reason why this video took a long time to edit besides being busy with college and other stuff. But wow, I was struggling a lot here. I tried anything to make it look good, from comparing all frames and taking some of them, adding spices and herbs like bitmap effect, gradient map and others, to doing whatever I can with my little knowledge on Photoshop. At last, I gave up and scrapped the idea. Until my birthday came. Ah crap, I forgot to explain the process of this photo. So first I added a bitmap effect to this frame when he got injected with that dangerous rainbow liquid and a frame with his big ass eye. Then I added gradient map, curve and exposure effect to make it brighter and more contrast. I put a text with his quote and also from his character demo video and added stroke effect in layer style. I duplicated and added motion blur with low opacity. Next, I duplicated the text and the image up and down to not make it empty. I put Gaussian blur in each text and changed it into screen from blend mode in each image. Lastly, I did some layer mask and adjust something in camera raw filter. And here's the final result. No wonder it took a long time to finish this. I was so distracted by this particular person that I made it only with my right. Sung Jin-woo is the main character of Solo Leveling, one of the most popular manhwas ever. Originally a hunter with a reputation for being weak, he got a shot at a lifetime when he was chosen as the player of the system. This gave him the chance to grow stronger without any limits and become the world's strongest hunter. It also gave him a lot of risks and hours or whatever people call it, but fuck. I discovered this manhwa around the late 2021, back when the pandemic was still going on. I was so bored at the time that I spent most of my time just sitting and sleeping on the bed. So I searched some manga/manhwa recommendations online until I saw the specific art.
Lord have mercy.
Anyway, I enjoyed the manhwa and the sequel is great so far. The anime adaptation though, I haven't watched it yet. I've seen some clips and the animation is cool. I don't have anything much to say, so let's just jump into this big hole. As usual, I added a bitmap effect again to these two beautiful, gorgeous, handsome, these two frames. I added a pixelated effect with a mosaic filter and threshold effect to his Hangul name. I duplicated the frames and changed them into darken from blend mode. Next, I put another bitmap effect on this picture. He might have had a flat ass so the artist covered with his coat. Until that myth was busted with that one frame and I too was busted. I applied pixelated effects again and changed the color to white. I adjusted the curves on the background to make it less white. Later, I put this stupid text I made with his name and the manhwa name. Then applied pixelated effects yet again. I adjusted a little in camera raw filter and here's the final result. I know this looks the same as before but downgraded. It's not bad, but it's really not that good. This is the best I can do to design a poster of him. I also want to say that I can do the best to seduce him on the And last but not least, I will make a poster of this one man who has recently become one of my favorites of all time. This strong light blue hair man came from a certain game that made me fall down into a rabbit hole of gacha games. A certain game filled with beautiful, eye-catching male characters that, for the first time, questioned my sexuality and my entire life. Fine. I have no comment about this man. That includes the other characters too. I see him as a golden retriever that has a normal life with his beautiful wife and nothing else. Just cut straight to the making progress, please. First, I made a design layout with a text and a long square. I will not tell where I get the words from because it contains a huge spoiler. Then I added myself inside. I made the frame inside. Unfortunately, I made the square too big, so I redesigned the layout a bit. Later, I added a few stars to make it neat. I guess I duplicated the text, rotated them to 180 degrees and put it on top of the image. Now I will add a half-tone effect to the poster. I have spent a lot of time to create this effect from day to night, so if this video hits 10 likes, I will upload a tutorial video. I added gradient map effect with dark bluish colors, curve effect, grunge texture, and the poster is done. Honestly, I could have done it better. Maybe a tiny distressed text effect would be nice, but this poster works nicely. I hope nothing bad happens to him in the So what do we learn from this video? Nothing. Will I make more videos like this to prove that fictional men are better than most men in real life? Yes, if it performs well or it gets more likes than I expected. Do I still have more fictional men that I like besides them?